is an injustice against you or someone you love or someone you believe in, stand up. Don't sit down on them, they need you.
One and all to Pop Culture Justice Live. I am Steph the Alter Nerd, taking over this week for Andy whilst he's away on holiday at the moment, and I am joined as ever with my PIC, my partner in crime. It's Kim is in the house.
Hello.
Hey up, hon. How's it going?
Good. I've missed you guys. I'm happy to be here. It's good to be back with everybody. And it's Girls' Day. Girls' Day. Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun indeed.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Hey up to everyone in the chat. Make sure before we start today's main topic of the live stream that you subscribe to Popcorn Planet, turn that notification bell to all, like this stream, help us out in the algorithm, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory and whatever. Also as well, whilst you're here, consider joining today. Become a Popcorn Planeteer for as little as $5.99 a month and you get exclusive content from the man himself, Andy Signor. I know that we did a member-only video yesterday, one earlier on today, so you guys are getting a lot of recent member-only videos. If you don't want to miss out, join today, guys. What are you doing with your sends? With that being said, hey up to everyone. This is a little bit of a Has and Megs week over on the planet. Why? Because I'm taking over, and it's pretty much what I specialise in on my own channel. So with that being said, let's crack into today's main topic for the live stream, which is Prince Harry regretting chasing Meghan Markle's failed Hollywood dream? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just asking for a friend, guys. Renee
It's just
Stewart,
a question.
Good question. Renee Stewart, though, thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat with a Mr. Green Blob saying cool. Keep the support coming whilst Andy is away. So, yeah, let's crack into this, guys. So, this is all really reported from the Express. And the title of this particular article 1 of 3, guys, because I'm bringing the receipts, No Way Back for Harry and Meghan, otherwise known as Hazza and Megsy, as their dreams of conquering America has come to an end, a royal expert has said. So since departing, they have set up a lot of lucrative deals, but they're now pretty much losing them, i.e. the failed Spotify deal, and there's rumours that Netflix is going to follow them out of the door. We also have Penguin Random House. Yeah, Harry has released Spare, but wasn't it supposed to be like a 3-4 book deal? So where are the other books? Crickets along that as well. They've dealt a number of blows apart from the failed Spotify deal, which is the snub at this year's Emmy Award nominations, because, guys, it was heavily rumoured and all around that somehow Hazza and Megsy, these people were somehow going to get an Emmy nomination for the Netflix mockumentary Harry and Meghan. Didn't happen. There is justice in the world, guys. There is justice in the world. Now, royal expert Niall Gardner has recently spoken about this, stating that their empire is crumbling to the ground. Megsy's Hollywood dream, guys, is failing. It is crumbling. How is Harry allegedly regretting all of this? We're going to get to it in a moment, so bear with us as we set it all up for you. So Niall Gardner has said, quote, the deal with Spotify has come to an end, and in fact, they are condemned by senior executives there who call them grifters. So if you remember a few weeks back, you guys, we had that Spotify executive that came out and said that they were effing grifters on his own podcast. It was beautiful. It was a moment. It was a thing, right? The expert also sees no way back for Prince Harry to enter the royal fold again. Hang fire on that, and added the only thing Harry and Meghan currently have going for them is their royal titles, which they cling to like a life raft. He added that they'll also likely have to fight to keep their royal titles. They remain the Duke and Duchess of Sussex despite stepping down as senior royals. Now, before we go any further, so Kim, this is a thing, right? One of the main kind of gripes, let's say, about Hazard and Megxit is that they criticize the royal family, yet they hold on to their royal titles like they're life rafts, and furthermore, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, make money out of their titles, right? So, what are your thoughts? Should they keep the titles? Should they relinquish them? And we're just talking about Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The Prince and the Prince Harry title is separate, okay? But the Duke and Duchess, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I do kind of feel like if you decide that you're done with an organization essentially that's given you a title, such as the Royals, and they've given, that the Duke and Duchess, that was over and above, that was not necessarily something they had to have, from my understanding. I mean, please correct me if I'm off on that point. But if Harry doesn't want to be a part of it, then don't be a part of it and let it go. Let go of the titles. I don't understand why they still have them, but I also understand that I am not from the UK. I don't necessarily understand the ins and outs of everything. But I don't understand why, if you're saying that this family, the institution, or whatever it is you want to call it, with the Royals, is hurting you, and it's hurting your wife, and it's hurting your family. Like, I would just want to be as far away from that as possible. And I wouldn't even want to refer to myself by those titles. That's just my opinion. But everybody's got to do their own thing, I guess.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. And this is the kicker, right? One of the kickers. So, here we go. It's now being reported that Prince Harry regrets leaving the UK for the US to, it might be a conspiracy theory, whatever, chase Meghan Markle's Hollywood dream that has failed. But however, Megxie, of course, is horrified at the thought of coming back after everything that she's thrown at the royal family and the British public. Now, allegedly, Prince Harry is lonely and wants to come back to the UK, but that would be the last thing, the furthest thing from Megxie's mind to actually do, a royal commentator has suggested. Now, Tom Bower, he is the author of Revenge, and I say this time and time again when his name comes up, but I can't say it enough. If you haven't read Revenge, do it now. I recommend it. It is absolutely freaking amazing. The dude does his research like no other, and allegedly, you get to understand Meghan on a totally different level. And if you don't like her now, basically expect to despise her by the end of that book. Let's put it that way. He really shed some light on her. Now, apparently, according to him, Hazard and Megxie are experiencing a crisis of identity, with Prince Hazard now weighing up his options. Now, I would argue, they're experiencing a crisis of identity, but a crisis of money as well. Because at the moment, Megxie has signed up to WMA back in April, but after 3 months, nothing new in terms of new deals has been announced. I mean, there were all those rumours that she was going to be the face of Dior. 24 hours later, Dior be like, no, we don't know her. Bye-bye, Felicia. All those rumours then circulating that she was going to star in The Bodyguard 2. 24 hours later, complete rubbish. Complete denial, right? She hasn't signed anything in the last 3 months. Nothing public has been announced. So they're losing all these deals. So the Spotify deal, rumoured next, the Netflix deal. Their house is worth $14 million. They've got a mortgage of approximately $9 million. Maintenance costs alone on that property is allegedly $4 million a year. You do the math, guys. They're losing money. They're losing deals. They ain't getting any more new deals coming in. How long do you think it's going to last until they've got to move out of Montecito Royale? So again, like I say, I don't just think it's a crisis of identity here, but guys, it's a crisis of the moolah as well. So, as I mentioned, the Spotify deal fell through. Netflix is reportedly hanging in the balance, and now it's being reported that Prince Hazard is reportedly in touch with Prince William. Yes, he came round to my house absolutely angry and then assaulted me and pushed me into the dog bowl that shattered to a million pieces in my back. Yeah, him. Oh yeah. to call a truce. Prince Hazard now wants a truce with Prince William, with a return to the UK now potentially on the cards. Now, Prince William was stunned by the suggestion that he could be making a comeback to the UK and the royal family. And Hazard apparently is contemplating whether he actually made the right decision by leaving and going to America and again chasing Meg's failed Hollywood dream. Now, let's put it this way, Kim, all right? If this is true, and if Prince Hazard did call Prince William for a truce, I think he called for a lot more than that. I think he called for help at this point. How do you think Prince William should react? I mean, allegedly it was stunned, which, yeah, I get that. But what do you think Prince William should do?
I think I try to look at this from the perspective of, we strip away all of the world stress. We're going to strip away the royal stuff and everything else. These are still two brothers. These are brothers. And I think at the end of the day, I don't think Prince Harry, if he was sitting with me right now, would be upset with me saying, we know that Prince Harry has struggled with his mental health, that he has some things he's had to overcome and is likely still overcoming. And William can probably relate to those more than anyone else. As much as obviously you have two kids that grow up in the same situation, they're going to experience things differently. Everybody's going to have a different perspective. But William is going to be able to understand some of where Harry is coming from and the foundations that have been laid and their relationship. And if Harry needs help, whether it's allegedly getting out of a difficult relationship, which again, I don't know, and I'm not accusing anyone of anything. But I mean, I think most of us that have a sibling that know that they've been through stuff, if they knock on our door and need some help, we're going to do our best to be there for them and do what we can to be supportive. And I hope that that would be the case, that it would be healthy, and that William would be able to, even after feeling as disrespected as he has by Harry, that they'd be able to find some common ground and get things in a healthier place. Now, whether or not that's going to happen, I think is a different situation, because I think even if you are 100% Team Harry and Meghan, there has to be some acknowledgement that there have definitely been some things that have been done over the past couple of years that have hurt these relationships. And no one is ever 100% in the right or 100% in the wrong. So I think we'll see. But my hope would be that William would be able to take this from a very balanced place and a place of compassion as well.
I hope he tells him to bog off. Personally, I hope he tells him to bog off. Like, I'm sorry, but let me keep it 100 here, okay? I am one of the most loyal SOBs you will ever meet. Alright? I am.
You are.
However, cross me, you're done. No, you're out. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that at all. No way, no how. No, we're done. With that being said, everyone, thank you so much. Keep commenting. David Knight has been a member for 10 months, so thank you so much for your continued support for the Popcorn Planeteer team. Saying Steph the Alternate and it's Gimmer on Popcorn Planet. Yeah, we are. We've also got the Ledge Gene Rick. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. And it's my favourite, the Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment. I love it. For those that are uninitiated, let me show you. It's a ginger doggy. The hearts are coming from the tail. When you lift a doggy's tail up, what's directly underneath it? The butthole. Therefore, it's a ginger doggy farting hearts. You will never be able to unsee it ever again. You are very welcome. Who else is going to find my favourite super chat sticker? The ginger doggy farting hearts. And make me go all... We may soon find out. Also as well, can we get 5 new members for today's stream? The magic 5, the star points of 5 stars. We may soon find out, guys. We may soon find out. But let's carry on as we are now halfway through all of this. So this is why I ask, right? What should Prince William do if Prince Harry was to come back? Should he help? Should he not? Personally, I would hope he tells him to bog off. However, yeah, Prince William would maybe have to bankroll both Hazard and Megxit if they return back to the UK. So if they go, let's say, bankrupt, probably hyperbole there, but let's stick with it. If they go bankrupt in the US, they've got to go back with the tail between the legs to UK. It won't be to any fanfare whatsoever, let me tell you that right now. But yeah, Prince William might have to actually bankroll them. Now, why is this report saying it? Well, this is according to Daily Mail commentator Ephraim Hardcastle. Hopefully I've pronounced that right. If not, I apologise. So, how would Prince William actually be essentially funding the life of Hazard and Megxit if they were to come back to the UK? Well, this is the thing, right? Hardcastle wrote, quote, William as Princess of Wales is in receipt of £24 million per year, which is about $35 million a year, from what's called the Duchy of Cornwall. So what's the Duchy of Cornwall, guys? For the uninitiated, let's put it this way. The simple...
Please help an ignorant Canadian.
Okay. We're good. Well, you're part of the Commonwealth, cowbag, so you should know. Yeah.
You know who our Governor General is? She's our representative that directly communicates with the Queen. I'm just saying.
All I'm going to say is I know who the head of state of the Commonwealth is, and that's the King, so booyah. So anyways, the Duchy of Cornwall. What is it? The best way I can put it, for you guys out there, for the uninitiated, is it's essentially a bank account for the Prince of Wales to use to help fund the royal family. Certain people of the royal family. That's the best way that I'll be able to explain that, all right? And so, he may have to use that to help Hazard and Megxit if they were to come back to the UK. Now, at the moment, it does enjoy a surplus, which will diminish as he eventually bankrolls the households of his children. So as, you know, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, Prince George grow up, they will also then dip into the Duchy of Cornwall bank account, let's say, to help fund, you know, their estates, their house, their protection, whatever they essentially need. But... Hardcastle writes, it would quickly disappear more so should Hazard and Megxit return to the Gilded Cage. William would have to fund their duties, housing costs and schooling of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Now, Prince William, he automatically inherited the Duchy of Cornwall bank account, let's call it, after Queen Elizabeth II passed away nearly a year ago now.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how fast this year's just gone by. Now, in his position, Prince William is entitled to the surplus profits every year. Now, in his tell-all memoir, Spare, otherwise known as Where, Hazard claimed that King Charles warned him that he didn't have, quote, enough money to support him and Megxit when the couple got married back in 2018. And Mr. Hardcastle added that due to this, Prince William may have to help out as the prospect may be, quote, all too much for the king. And as we know, recent reports are suggesting that the Sussexes are stressing over money matters. Again, all these deals are failing. All these deals are going. Megxit signed up to WME 3 months ago. Nothing new has been announced since then. She has this all-powerful, knowing agent, Harry Emanuel, who knows absolutely anyone who's anyone in Hollywood. And he ain't signed up for one thing in the last 3 months that they're able to publicise. This is nuts, guys. Nuts with a capital N. And so if they were to come back, Prince William may have to use the Duchy of Cornwall bank account to help fund them. That's going to cause some noise. That's going to cause some really, really big noise. Now, Kim, what do you think the prospects are, first and foremost, that Harry and Meghan will come back to the UK? I mean, what do you think to that?
I think if Harry and Meghan are not together, there's the possibility of Harry and the kids going back to the UK. But I think as long as they are together, they will not be returning to the UK. That's my gut.
Yeah. I do not think that Megxie will never, ever, ever return to the UK. I don't think she'll even set foot on UK soil ever. Ever. Because she knows, she must know, she can't be stupid. She must know that ultimately she ain't popular in our country. We despise her, we hate her, we don't like her. The last polling, over 2/3 of adults polled do not like Megxie. And let me put it into context for you. Every time someone criticises Megxie, it's always, you're racist, you're misogynistic, blah, 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 blah. Well, I know I ain't racist. I know I ain't misogynistic. I'm female. Bloody hell, I'm definitely not misogynistic. Get bent. And I'm definitely not racist. So you can also get bent on that as well. But over 2/3 polled don't like Megxie. It's a statistical impossibility that all those adults, all those 2/3, are racist and misogynistic. So miss me with that BS. People throw that against us who criticise Megxie as a way of, as far as I'm concerned, trying to control us by trying to silence us. And I tell you something. You try and silence this gob? I don't freaking think so. No one can. No one can. My gob is untamable. So there we go on that score.
My gob is untamed.
Do you know what? She's just comes out of me gob. Like literally,
You know what?
I've
That
always
should
said.
be a t-shirt. That should be a t-shirt. My gob is untamable. Untamable. Straight up.
Between my head and my gob, there's no quality control. It just flows out. I don't know where that came from. It just happened.
Oh my gosh.
It just happened, guys. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is and this is where we get back to the overall kind of main topic of today, right? Which is ultimately, does Prince Harry regret chasing Meghan Markle's failed Hollywood dream? Well, based on all the articles that we've just gone through, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, hell yeah. They're losing money. They're not getting any more deals. How long is it going to be until they've got to move out of Montecito Royale? So, of course, in that kind of scenario, there's going to be money troubles. The Hollywood dream hasn't panned out the way that he thought it would, that's for sure. Now there's rumours that he's contacting Prince William for help, and now there's further rumours that he's going to return to UK. Yeah, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, he's totally regretting chasing Megxie's failed Hollywood dream. And I say failed because ultimately Spotify's ditched her. It's heavily rumoured that Netflix is on the way out as well. She's signed up to WME the last 3 months. Nothing new has been announced, even though she's got the power player himself, Harry Emmanuel, who knows anyone and everyone and is able to make deals out of thin air. Yeah. Where are the deals again for Megxie? I don't see them, do you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, Kim, ultimately, your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, do you think Prince Harry regrets chasing Megxie's failed Hollywood dream?
I don't know how he couldn't, and kind of just to further your point of what you were saying before, I understand there is definitely a dialogue of, some people that think that any criticism of Harry and Meghan is not okay. I'm personally not really in that camp. And I think, Steph, you can attest that I'm not really invested in this situation one way or the other. It really doesn't matter to me at the end of the day. I don't wish harm on any of these people. I kind of just want everybody to get along. We got a lot of very rich, entitled people. That's my opinion. However, I cannot sit back and say, when I'm looking at, was it the head of Spotify that said they were grifters?
It
right?
was an executive, not the head of Spotify, but it was an executive that said that they were effing grifters.
And the amount of work that we're hearing that was essentially not put into the podcast which I mean, I just want to say, I think, as you know, Steph and I, as much as we don't necessarily are, we're not podcasters, quote unquote, we know the amount of work that it takes to get to a place where you can cover a topic, that you can have a conversation, that you can, you know, it's a lot of work and a lot of time. And I think there has definitely been some concerns of whether or not Meghan or Harry did put in that time and that they didn't bring content to the table, but yet they were still getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars. And then you have a lot of things that are being said that they come out as being untrue, that they're dishonest and things like that. People are going to get frustrated. People are not going to believe you. People are going to get sick of your crap. And then you end up with this type of a dialogue. They're catching heat right now, and I think they're catching heat from very reasonable or they're catching heat for reasons that exist. They are real. It is not about a social commentary or anything like that. It's a very basic look at the facts of what is going on, and there's something wrong here. And I don't think that that means that anyone is necessarily hateful or anything like that. It's just calling out, you don't get paid how many millions of dollars for the Spotify deal to do the crap that they put out, for example. End of discussion. End of discussion. That's it.
And yeah, the rubbish that they put out, it was reported that Megxie didn't even do all of the work for archetypes.
Exactly.
That she only came in to interview the A-listers, like Paris Hilton and Mariah Carey, but those that weren't A-list, she got her lackeys to ask them the questions and then she recorded over it. And may I add that finally they released their charity tax return for Archewell Foundation, and it transpires that they only do 1 hour each per week for Archewell Foundation. I mean, bloody hell, it's just taking the mick here. They think, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, because who they are, because of their titles, it should just be given to them, and they don't have to work for it that much, as far as I'm concerned. No. You get back what you put in. Success just don't happen like that. You got to work hard for it.
Yeah. At the risk of sounding like Kim Kardashian, like, nobody wants to work these days, but there's no way that you can have a house that costs $4 million a year to maintain, not to purchase, to maintain, to keep the lights on, and think that you can do like an hour or two worth of work a week and everything is just going to magically happen for you. That's
nuts,
insane.
right? Nuts, right?
Insane. That is insane. I'm sorry. As someone who, you know, I basically work 2 jobs and then I try to do everything I can to help out here. Any amount of success is work. It is work. It is hard work. And it's hard work where you have to kind of look at yourself and go, you know what? The buck stops with me. I have to make this happen. I have to do this. I have to depend on me to make this happen. And I just don't see that type of an ethic coming from them based on what we're hearing from the people that are working alongside them. That's just my opinion.
Well, it seems to be a running theme. Low productivity, guys. Low productivity indeed. With that being said, we're going to cut it here for YouTube. Everyone else in the live chat, stay exactly where you are. But if you appreciated this video and you want more, then of course, make sure you subscribe to Popcorn Planet. Turn that notification bell to all. Like this video, do us a favour, and comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories and whatever's. Go one step further as well. Join today, become a Popcorn Planeteer for as little as $5.99 a month, and you get exclusive videos from the man himself, Andy Signor. Also as well, a little bit of housekeeping. If you appreciated what was coming out of Kim's gob, and of course you did, then head on over to youtube.com/It's Kim for all your pop culture obsessions. Kim, what are they to expect when they come to your corner of the internet, love?
I love to make deep dives on things that I care about, things I become obsessed with, I'm passionate about. And then I've also started doing more live streams as of recently. The goal is to have it be a Monday or Wednesday thing for the most part, that I do a stream during the day. So I'd love to see you guys there and come hang out with me.
Yay! So make sure you head on over to It's Kim and support her. And if you appreciated what was coming out of my gob, And of course you did. I mean, come on, my logic is undeniable, guys. Head on over to youtube.com/Steph the Alter Nerd. I'm your nerdy alternative to royal news and gossip on the daily. Guys, get ready because it is official. If I just do this. Yes, I have just launched a new series on my channel called Royal Tarot. It's going to be Tarot Tuesdays, guys. Every Tuesday, 9 o'clock UK time, you're going to get a new Royal Tarot episode. And in this one, it's what will happen when Meghan Markle and Prince Harry divorce. This is with my good friend Fem Tarot, so make sure you subscribe to her as well. Give it some love, because it's something new that we're doing on the channel. And yeah, guys, with that being said, again, we're cutting this for YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate your faces. Live chat, stay exactly where you are, but those watching on the replay, there's some videos you might enjoy that's going on your screen right now. So clickety-click, clickety-click.